And some of you guys might have some Taurus in your chart, or some Taurus, somebody with the Taurian like nature around them. This Destiny card is a lot like the world, okay? The universe card that says that what? It's about the life that we're seeking. It's about that life that's coming for us, the one that we've been working on, right? Our wealth, our abundance, our destiny. To 10, which is the end of cycles and the beginnings of new ones. And all the destiny really is just where we decide that, where we have decided we are going to put ourselves as far as our purpose, what Spirit's plan is for us. Some of you may not even realize what that is. You have a feeling, you could feel it. You've been following that calling, that pull, been listening to your intuition. You've been making changes in your life. You just might not have a full laid out practical plan as to how you're going to forge ahead, right? Right? Which is why we had, did he disappear? We had the, you needed to create a practical plan card. Your future endeavors need practical plans laid out. Well, good. That's why I opened some of this in the way that I did with that original talk in the first hour. Because these were only the seeds that were planted seeds for what you wanted to take care of here and in here. Hey, everybody. We're not tonight, honey. P-Love. This isn't reading cards to people. This is the new moon. We're finishing the new moon in Capricorn. So we're pulling cards as a collective. And I'm discussing what we're all going to expect on a personal level and as a collective for the next year. You'll know when I'm doing the free giveaways, because I'll have it in there. It'll say tonight is under the metaphysical moon. So it's the moon, new moon in Capricorn, and solar eclipse. So we're live on Instagram and live with you guys as well. We lost our last transmission, so I had to start all over. Good night, my love. What do we got here? Personal issue is going to come to a resolution. Now, this being in Cancer, this is the full moon in Cancer. I expect this to happen in the next 2 weeks, to give you a timeline. The next, we're at the new moon now. The next time the moon phase hits in the full, it's going to be in Cancer. January 15th, I believe. So by January 15th, an issue that you're grappling with right now, which is a pretty big one, I know what mine is. You'll have settled it, or at least know what the plan is moving forward by January 15th. Okay? This is an emotional matter, highly emotional matter. Please start doing things to help enhance this for you. The sooner the better. And I really mean that when I talk about your body temple and how important that is. Your body is a transmitter for spirit. Just as it goes around every day, picking up that electromagnetic static, electricity, and all that crap, which is why it's good to take your salt baths, get your to help detox, get the deep help detox your system and get yourself back in alignment. It's the same with drinking lots of water, flushing your system, a lot of leafy greens, okay? A lot of fresh vegetables. Start taking supplements. What was that? I almost want letting go. There's going to be a lot of purging. Lots of purging, lots of detoxifying, letting stuff go. Look at the waters. Water cleanses, washes away what's not pure. Getting rid of emotional and spiritual impurities that you might be holding inside of you, that might be around you. Okay? Your environment plays a huge role. Remember, cleanliness is next to godliness. That's one of my mother's favorite scriptures. She made us clean. She was so OCD about that. And we see it with this card here, what we got earlier with it was, leaving emotional baggage, cleaning house. That's cleaning emotional house, cleaning your actual house, getting your house in order, right? Both metaphorically, figuratively, and, specifically. You can't do anything with a cluttered mind. How the way you live is a direct reflection of what's going on in your mind, what's going on in your heart. And with a nice, clean, and orderly and organized environment, that's going to help you moving forward. That's going to help you to think a lot more clear. It's going to help you to stay more stable emotionally, help you to move forward more mindfully. So you'll want to take that extra time in the mornings to maybe spend with some scripture, or spend with your journal, or spend listening to maybe an inspirational podcast or something, or maybe in a group, right? PRM, hello, baby. Happy new moon in Capricorn. Utilize inspiration as much as you can, and being creative. This year is going to be a big year for that. Creativity is one of the biggest ways to allow spirit to work through you. As a co-creator, you are a child of spirit, okay? That is your job. And when you feel that spirit is missing, sit down, do something creative. It's a fast way and a sure way to allow spirit to work through you. You're channeling spirit when you're creative. Some of the most mindful, most prayerful moments are during your creative times. Hope. As we go throughout the year, needing what? Our strength, spiritual strength, which is a little different. Yes, they both require strength, but spiritual strength is just that. You're going to need that very specifically, because we are at a spiritual war on a personal level, but also on a macro level. So hope is going to be needed this year. That's why it's so important for you to be leaders this year. To find nourishing ways to allow that spirit to grow in our lives. That's why it's important now to do the cleaning house, to let go. Do it now. The next 2 weeks. If you haven't done it by then, by the time which personal resolutions should be here and on the right, and other things should have had their solutions, problems and issues solved. If you haven't had it by the time this full moon in Cancer comes in the next couple of weeks, then you're not going to have them solved. Because we've been working at this for the last 3 months, getting rid of those last purging bits. So you can expect to have some of these things follow you into the year if you have not found a way to get rid of the emotional baggage and to let go of all that stuff that you're hopefully not taking with you. Hopefully you'd have found a solution for. With hope and spiritual strength. Because this is guaranteed. This is guaranteed. Our harmony, our door to personal healing and happiness. It's going to be through our peace, through our spirit, through partnership and spirit, through a union with spirit, which builds our intuition, brings synchronicities, it brings the angels into our lives, that works in our lives in a very real way, that knocks down obstacles. Right? Gives us courage. Heart of a lion. Right? Like the King of Wands or Staves. For some of you, this King of Wands, though, is a man or a woman in your life. It's a significant other. Okay? Inspirations about your direction, about moving forward with the world, your destiny. Ace of Wands is a 1. This card is a 10, which is also a 1. Endings and new beginnings. What is this? It's 11. Inspirations about your destiny. New thoughts. New ways of seeing. Intuitions coming in a big way. Have your will. Okay. Emotional withdrawal. Don't get caught up. This is about discernment. It's about being a critical thinker. All right. It's about possessing strong will. Why? Because this is about your abundance, your success, your wealth. All right? It's about you redefining what that looks like for you in your life. What does that look like to you? Spirit wants you to redefine your life, redefine your world, revolutionize who you are, who you thought you were, where you're going. You know, having a life that has real deep meaning, powerful meaning to it, stepping out as a leader, doing work that matters, having friends that are lifelong, supportive people that you can trust your life with, doing something that you would die for, loving people that you die for, asking yourself what those things are. What would you live for? What are you living for? And what would you die for? You know, what does prosperity mean to you? Because this is the year to get it. This is the year to have it. But you have to know what that is. And if you're not certain, you can't let stuff go after all this time, after all these chances, and you still can't finalize moving forward, you're going to have a hell of a time. You're going to have a hell of a time. You gotta withdraw emotionally. Some things are a mind over heart matter, right? We have to use our intellect rather than our feelings. And that's what shows your wisdom and your emotional maturity. When you can make a choice that deals with your heart and you make a head over heart decision, knowing the tears that are coming, knowing the heartbreak that's coming, but knowing it was the right thing to do, and the self-respect that you get from that, the achievement, blessings from spirit that you get from that, it's priceless. You can't just be given that. You got to earn that, and it's why it's not for the faint of heart. Living for spirit, it's not for the faint of heart. What is it? The magician. In this deck, it's the charmer. Now, you don't want to see this like this, because then that's a narcissist, a really bad one. But when it's like this, it means you've got all the tools. You've got all the resources. You've got the passion. You've got the spirit, confidence. See his staff. That's his magic. That's that staff, that snake is what charms those in his path, in his wake. You're the magician. And with these tools, there's his money, his pentacle or disc, right? His vessel or cup. With all of those elements at your side, you have every element, everything that you need moving forward. Like I said, you've already been through all that you needed to go through. You've gathered the tools. You've been through the trials and the tribulations. You learned the shit. You did it all. Now, even though you might not feel ready, you're ready. And Spirit's going to kick your ass out there. Gonna do like what my dad did. That story I gave you about my dad tossing us in the pool and saying, swim. That's what's gonna happen. You're not gonna feel ready, but you're ready. Bottom of the deck, what do we see? Moving forward. Moving on. That mountain across the way, those are your dreams. That's the beautiful life ahead. That's what Spirit has to offer you. Okay? And that's your mindset. Swords are about the mind. And this is allowing the mind, okay, to allow you to go forward with an open, bright, and unhindered mind. Okay? Turn it around again. Oh my God. About work. Yeah. As the magician, stuff won't be so burdensome. You'll be smart and equipped. There again. What is this? Wheel of Fortune. In this deck, it's the water wheel. So life, it's just repeating to us now. We're done. It's the same as this destiny card here. To 10, right? See endings, new beginnings. And it's just saying what? Being able to create those, make them happen. You got all the tools. And it's going to be okay. It really is. Life is going to be okay. As long as you follow what you know is right by yourself, follow what you know is right by the wisdom you have gained, what you know is right by Spirit, by living that life, making the commitment, right? Judgment's what? Making good choices. And then we got what? That's 20. So we got 10, 20. That's leveling up, going forward. See, now it's just showing us all the, okay, spit that out. What is that? Ace of Pent, Eights of Discs. Gift from the gods. It's abundance. Just reiterating these, right? It's just repeating. All the decks are repeating the same cards. These are our themes. It's funny. It's funny to have spoken about it for an hour and then start pulling cards, and then left and right, the cards are just repeating themselves. Everything I had said initially. Okay. It's about redefining your life, recreating a new world, a new life based upon your new definition of what abundance looks like, what success looks like, your destiny, your purpose in life, the seeds that you're planting for that, carrying on with the spiritual strength to do so and doing it. You're going to do it, okay? It's going to be with harmony that you do it. And it's going to be your door to healing and happiness for you. For you. There's hope, right? Just at this point, you need a practical plan, right? Practical plans. Let go. Drop all the old baggage. And you're going to be good. Strength. And you're good. Need I say more? Have hope. This is also an 8, right? Which is about what? Abundance and manifestation. Big themes. Big themes. Let's get one more. To close this out. Resilience. There again, resilience gives us the idea of what? Having strength, spiritual strength, endurance. Isn't that what we talked about in the first hour? When obstacles come in our way, right? We talked about the Brahmins, what they did. We talked about obstacles. Keep that resilience. Keep that strength in heart. Keep your hope. Keep the strength. You do that, you won't go wrong. You won't go wrong. Never, never, never give up on you, your dream, the purpose that you know you have for yourself, the purpose that you know Spirit has for you in this life, especially right now with the way the world is going. And it's a call to leadership. You're going to be fine. More than fine. And as long as you stick to those simple things, you can't go wrong. You won't go wrong. You won't go wrong. I promise you. And with that, my loves, that's it. That is it. We've got 2 weeks before the full moon. And if by that time you don't seem to feel as though you are able to let go the issues of this past year or the issues that have been taken this past decade into this year, it's most likely going to be, sadly, that you're going to have to deal with those same things for this next year. And you don't want to do that. You got too much going for you. You've come too far at this point. Don't backslide. Don't allow others to help you backslide. Don't allow them to be a distraction. Listen to your heart. Follow your gut. Listen to Spirit. Make the spiritual life be the number one thing. Then everything else. Make that first. It's going to make all the difference in the world with your health. It's going to make all the difference in the world with your happiness, with the harmony in your life. Right? Well, this is perfect because now we're counting down Instagram. We're both in our second hour on both of them. So I'm going to say good night. I love all of you. I'll be back on tomorrow and then we'll do our regular readings like we normally do them. All right, my loves. I love you and I'll see you soon. All right, my loves on YouTube. As for you guys, we'll go back to doing the regular readings for tomorrow. And if you haven't already, visit me on Instagram where we are doing the challenge for 40 nights of wisdom and insights for creating a blueprint for your personal and professional life in 2020. The Journeying with Jamie series. And that's going to begin. We're going to start doing the journal prompts. Not this, is it this Monday? I think this Monday, every 2 weeks in the beginning for the Journaling with Jamie series. And get you guys whipped into shape. I love you guys all so much. I'll be back on later tomorrow, and then I'll give out the free reads, the free oracles, and the 2-card pulls, the $5 2-card pulls for all this. All right. I love you. Remember, we got exciting things coming. Every one of you. Life is going to be beautiful, I promise.